which one I was doing. Okay, start seated, and let's have the bell. Why not have the bell? There you go. That marks the beginning. So you can sit on a cushion or on the ground, whatever feels better for your hips and your back. And we're just going to sit nice and comfortably. We'll start by chanting the mantra Om. I think this will help us to become embodied and feel the ground with sound vibration. So sitting nice and tall, lift the chest, drop the shoulders down, breathe in through the nostrils, and take a big sigh out through the mouth. Even that started to make that sound with that sigh. And now we're just going to chant the mantra 3 times. Nice, long, loud arms. Drop the jaw, open your mouth wide, eyes open or closed. Good. Feel your body on the ground, feel your sitting bones, feel your connection with the earth. And just rub the palms together. I'm just going to start afresh and then just shake the hands off. So I'm just shaking off anything that's kind of like gathered in us today. And then lift the shoulders up, breathing in, hold your breath in and out through the mouth. Release the shoulders down. Let's release any pent up energy, breathing in. Squeeze those right up and then out through the mouth. Let the shoulders just drop down heavily. Again, breathing in and out through the mouth. Let's do one more of those just to really feel that release. Breathing in. Squeeze the shoulders right up by the ears and then good. Put the right hand onto the left shoulder. We're going to sweep from the left shoulder down to the right hip. Nice slow sweep. Do that 3 times. Sweep, sweep, and sweep. Repatterning the energy. Left hand on right shoulder, sweeping. Right shoulder to left hip. 2, 3. Just repatterning that energy. Then into the fingers, we're going to extend the arms up, push the hands up, lift the chest, but keep the shoulders down. You feel your abdominals hopefully engaged there a little bit. You're keeping your back nice and long and open. Every inhale, just fill your body with air. And on the exhale, just pushing up with the hands, opening the chest. One more breath in and lower the arms down on the out breath. Let the left hand land on the left. Breathing in, reaching up through the right hand. Look up at that right hand. And as you breathe out, reaching over the body as far as you can, but try and keep the sitting bones down. Also make sure your arm isn't flopping in front of your face, so you might want to look up at the ceiling if your neck is okay. The arm is over the body, reaching right into the fingertips, leaning into that left hand, grounding that left hand down and bending the left elbow. Keep breathing in and out. Now we're just going to let that arm fall forwards and then just sweep it across the floor, come back. It's kind of a nice way to come out of that. Right hand on the right side, nice bendy elbow, breathing in, reaching up through the left. As you breathe out, you're coming over to the right, taking right over, bending into that right elbow, leaning over. Keep the sitting bones down. You might want to look up on the inside of that arm. Nice open chest, armpit open, keeping a sense of the space between the shoulder and the ear, slightly there. Breathe, feel that left side with air. Now just let that hand drop forwards and that sweep across the floor. Good. And we put the right hand onto the left knee. We're going to come into the twist. Left hand comes right behind you. Sitting nice and tall to begin, shoulders down, breathing in. As you breathe out, the left ribs are coming around to the left shoulder. Even the chest wants to come around to your left. Inhaling, lifting the chest, holding onto that left knee still. Exhaling, you're just twisting your eyes, your nose, your whole face is looking behind you, dropping the shoulders. Every inhale, lengthening. lifting the chest. Every exhale, just seeing if there's a bit more space for you to move into. Squeezing and wringing out any blocked up, stuck energy feelings. Inhale, lift up. Exhaling, untwist. Twisting, I love to twist. Take the right hand behind, left hand onto the right knee. It's really essential, I keep emphasizing it because it's essential to lift and lengthen every in-breath. And then you're twisting from the belly, and then the ribs, and the chest comes around to the right. Drop the shoulders down, the head comes around to your right as well. Keep dropping the shoulders, keep the neck nice and long, feel the abdominal strength and the lower back working together in partnership. Breathing in, breathing out, twisting a little deeper, see if there's a bit more space for you to move into without force or strain. Using that breath, that beautiful long out breath is where that release will happen. Inhaling, lengthening up, exhaling, coming back to center. Good. Let's just bring the hands to the heart center. Now we're a bit more open, and let's see if we can move with that. Movement is everything. Breathing in, let's open the chest. Open the chest, look up. Breathing out, bring the hands back to the heart center. Breathing in, open the chest. Hands and the fingers come wide. Look up, open the heart. Breathing out, bring the hands back to center. Breathing in, lengthen the spine, lift the chest. Fingers go right back, and breathing out, long, slow out breath. One more, breathing in. Open the chest, heart's flying upwards, and breathing out, bring the hands back to center. Let's bring the hands onto the knees. Let's do these lovely circles with the humming if you wish. So breathing in, lift the chest, shoulders down. As you breathe out, you can come into that humming straight away. Breathing out, you're going to go around in this circle. Leaning back, going right around, but keeping the back upright all the time. And you can do this hum as you go around. Great for releasing. You can choose any pitch that feels good to you. Every time you come to the end of your humming, you just breathe in again. Feel that vibration in the middle of the head, and then come back to center, breathe in again. As you breathe out again, leaning forwards, keeping the back upright, and around to your left this time, or anti-clockwise, or whatever the opposite direction that you just did. Breathing out, still humming if you want to. It's like the humming bee breath from Mari, but without holding the head. Good release from the jaw and the face too. Relax the jaw. Come back to center. Good. Let's just take the hands behind us. We can do a little back bend here. Fingers are pointing forwards, hands behind you. As far back as you feel you need to. Then we're going to lift the chest, looking up at the ceiling slightly, without throwing the head back. You don't need to do that. Just lifting and opening the chest, shoulders going back. Lovely open front. So it's a back bend, but also don't forget it's front opening. Yeah. One more breath in and release. Come onto all fours. Just coming over which way is easiest for you to come onto that position. Spread the fingers wide. We're just going to do these lovely opposite movements with the right hand, left leg, moving, lifting up first of all, making a lovely long line from fingertip to toe. Breathing out, the hand and the knee come down again. Inhaling, left hand and right leg extending. Breathing out, the knee and the hand come down. If it feels sharp pain on the knee, just put a blanket underneath that knee or double the mat up or a cushion, whatever feels you need to do. It's a bit uncomfortable, it's worth persisting. There's a very definite difference between pain and discomfort, which is really worth being able to discern that. Pain is a sharp, strong feeling which is saying, no, don't do that. And that is really, that should be definitely taken heed of and responded to immediately. Checking that the hand that you're balancing on, the elbow's nice and soft, the shoulders open. So rather than locking the elbow, that's a common habit, to lock the elbow, and your shoulder's not really working. It's kind of just using the lock. And change your point of view. Inhaling, look forwards. Exhaling, look down to the ground. Notice the ground. So where we're going, the direction, and as we're coming down, where we are. It's kind of like, you know, looking outwards and looking inwards. feeling the ground, feeling the expansion. One more each side. Inhaling, expansion, fingertip to toe, long line. Breathing out, contraction, release. Breathing in, left hand and right leg. And bringing that left hand and right knee down. Let's just sit back in the heels. Enjoy the spine. Slide the hands forward. Bring them forward to the ground or on the back of the hands, whichever feels better for you. Breathe in deeply. Remember, this is an opportunity to expand those ribs and the back body. And breathing out through the mouth. Expand those lungs. You know, the breath, breathing helps that movement, helps us to unstick ourselves, helps us to anchor ourselves, keep our mind anchored to this moment, bring our mind into union with the breath. Body, breath, mind. Good. So we're going to come into a downward dog now. So the arms are extended forward, so they're not there already. So we have this nice distance between the hands and the knees, so it's not a tabletop, it's much further forward. Tuck the toes under, breathing in, lifting the knees off the ground as you breathe out, look back towards the feet, the head is coming towards the ground, don't forget. Tummy's tucked in, and you're breathing through into the chest, so you can expand the chest, keep the shoulders away from each other, nice long neck. You might want to just turn your head a little bit, to remind you to loosen your neck and relax, let the head just hang. Let's just get those hamstrings a bit more warmed up by bending the left knee, pushing the right heel down, bending the right knee, pushing the left heel down. Still keep that, maintain the length in the body. By keeping the tummy tucked in, it helps us to create length inside the waist there. So in effect, we're helping the spine to expand, create space in the spinal column. Okay, now we walk the dog a little bit. I'm going to open the hip. So, little hip openers. If you need to come down to the ground to have a little rest, please feel free. You can always come back to downward dog. Take a small side step with the left foot. So it's more or less like a tripod in the center. And then you can lift your right leg and point your toe. Lift it as high as you can. Then bend the knee. And as the knee bends, you should hopefully feel the lower part of the leg hanging over to the left side of the body. Looking up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm. Breathe. So just let the front of that hip open up. Breathing. Breathing deeply. Now point the toe, look at the hands, then bring that right foot down, look at the feet. Bring that right foot to where that left foot was, and then we're going to lift the left leg on the in-breath. Bend that left knee, let it hang over to the right side of the body, and again, take your gaze, look up on the inside of that left armpit up to the ceiling. This really helps that hip opening action. Breathe deeply. You're going to need a lot of sustaining with that breath in this position. Now point the toe again and drop the head there, foot down. Give yourself a moment in downward dog. Walk the feet towards the hands, bend the knees, let the body hang. Yeah, enjoy that. Let's have a little bit of a movement here. It's all about movement. Trying to keep everything moving today. So holding onto the elbows or letting the hands be on the ground, whatever feels better for you. Let's just have a little rock side to side. Let's see how the back feels when we do this. Release the neck, most importantly. If you need a bit of help releasing the neck, just turn the head side to side as if you were saying no, or twisting actually a little bit more, twisting. And just let yourself come to a stop. Breathe in deeply through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Good. Take your attention to the base of the spine. Keep your knees bent. Let's see if we can slowly rebuild the spine longer and stronger. It's like lengthening and reaching up as you uncurl, unfurl. Feel your spine's getting longer, filled with space and energy. Good. You're standing already. Let's find this energy battery. So bring the sides of the feet together, legs together, breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands and arms together and come up on the toes. Inhale. Lift the heels high off the ground, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together, hold it, hold it, hold it. And breathe out through the nostrils slowly. Arms are coming down slowly. Heels are coming down slowly. You just feel almost like the energy sort of moving and flooding in. So we're holding it, breathing in, lifting the heels up. Inhale, inhale, and hold. Squeeze the legs together. Lift the heels as high as you can. Squeeze the hands and arms together. Breathing out, the hands turn down, and the hands come down to the earth. You're breathing out, the heels come down. Open the, so as you breathe in, you're opening the hands up. You're lifting the hands up to the sky or ceiling. Reaching up, squeeze the arms together, squeeze the legs together. High heels off the ground. And breathing out, turn the palms down, slowly lower down. We've just gotten ourselves a bit more energized already. And we just come into this Tai Chi twist just to loosen that all up. So nice wide legs, wide feet, knees are nice and bendy. And we just twist the body. Let's loosen everything up. Again, moving. Movement is everything. Keep those knees nice and bent. And in fact, bend them a little bit more. Dip down as the body faces directly forwards. And at the hands, back to the hands, smack into the lower back. You can even come up onto the toe as you turn, if you want to emphasize that toe. Twist. Keep breathing the whole time. Enjoy. Slowly coming to stop. Let's just get ourselves connected with this body, the energy pummeling the lower back with the backs of the hands. Giving that a little bit of a little thumping there. Anywhere you feel is good. I mean, you can go around the whole area around there. And then taking those, the knuckles, the backs of the hands, either side of the lower spine. Yeah. It's all about helping, assisting the energy to move. Acknowledging it. How does that feel there? Helping that processing all the time. And just bringing that same energy to the chest, opening the heart, hold this chest area. Maybe making some sound here, breathing into the nostrils. Right in the middle, the sides. Good, okay. And just to sweep out all of that stuff we've stirred up now, half breath. So feet hips width apart, knees getting ready to bend. Breathing in, strong inhale. Everything is out through the mouth. Ha! Get it all out, yeah. Don't be afraid to be loud. Be strong with this. Fresh new in-breath as you look up and lift up the hands. You're trying to get every bit of breath out of your body in one ha. Or if you want, you can do the ha. I'll show you that. Yeah, you can do either. I kind of like these ha. Let's do one more of those. The arms just swing. Let's just bring the feet a bit wider again. I'm going to come into a standing posture in a second, but I just want to still keep moving this energy around. Knees are nice and bent. Just let the arms swing heavily, side to side, bending the knees. Letting see how far each side those arms can go. It's kind of like an ape, you know. But let the arms be really heavy, sweeping side to side, and then coming to stillness. Good. Okay. Preparing for triangle, palm tree. So we'll have the feet about shoulder width apart, not too wide this time. I'm going to bring the hands up above the head, inhaling, stretch up, fingertips to the ceiling, and as you breathe out, you're going to lean over to the left. Hands are going directly up. As you inhale, you're going to come up directly. As you exhale, you're leaning over to the right. Push into that right foot. Inhaling, coming up directly, and stretching the fingers up to the ceiling, and breathing out, leaning over to your left. Inhale, come up to center. Exhaling, going down to the right. We'll just finish by coming up to center again, and slowly lowering the hands down to the sides on the exhale. Okay. So let's come into a triangle. Come to the front of the mat. Feet hips width apart. Check your feet. Feel the ground. Support. Bring your hands to the heart center. Breathe in. Put the weight onto the left foot. Step back with the right foot for triangle. Just checking your feet, checking your hips. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, reaching over to your left and down. Reaching up with the right hand. You can press against the lower leg there. So open the chest, soften the knees, feel the ground with your feet. Give those toes a little wiggle. Take this right shoulder away from the ear. If your shoulder is up by your ear, make space for it. Notice how that, when you open your chest and turn the chest towards the ceiling, there's much more space just naturally occurs there. Deepen your breath, dig deep. Turn your head to look up at the fingertips there, breathe. Feel that hip nice and supported, grounded. Come up on the inhale. You can bend into that left knee to soften that up. And lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment, shift the weight onto the right foot and step back with the left. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, the arms come down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the palms, open the chest, reaching over to the right on the out breath and down. You can press against that lower leg, but not lean onto it. The big difference, because you wouldn't be leaning if you're lifting up those left fingertips to the ceiling. There's no leaning going on. And your feet are pressing into the ground, and you'll soften the knees so you're not locking them. Looking up, turning the head if your neck is okay with that. Look up at the fingertips and beyond. All the time thinking about keeping that left hip strong, keeping that in place, not letting it come forwards, not letting the shoulder come forwards, keeping in a good integrity in the position. Breathe deeply. Come up on the inhale. You can bend into that right knee to bring yourself up. Lower the arms down on the exhale. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Just give everything a little shake here. You might even want to come into, just this little shaking. Yeah. So with this, you just let the knees just bounce. You might even want to let your heels bounce on the ground. Notice how my arms just nice and soft. Just to shake everything up. Let it all just be freed up, not go into the same patterns all the time. Reverse triangle, put the weight onto the left foot. Step back again, same distance as triangle, about one of your leg lengths. And then we're going to turn, both feet are going to face forwards, so where you're facing the long edge of the mat. Think about the position of your pelvis here. So point the tailbone down, strong belly. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, fingertip to fingertip. Out breath, you're turning towards the right. In breath here. Out breath, left hand comes down to the outside of the right leg. Wherever you reach down, you may be able to get down to the ankle. That's okay. You may be on the knee. Wherever you are, really press against the outside of that leg and reach up the right fingers to the ceiling. Breathe. Breathe. It's like the chest, the middle of the chest or the heart wants to see the ceiling, wants to look up at that right hand. Good. Strong legs. Feel the ground with your feet. One more breath in. And on the out breath, come into the forward bend with the hand, one hand on top of each foot. Okay. Bring the fingertips to center. On the inhale, you're going to look up, take your chest forwards, inhaling, and as you breathe out, you're going to bend forwards and see if you can flatten the hands as much as you can. Even if you have to bend your knees a little bit, that's it. Now take your hands to your hips, lift the gaze so you're looking forwards and the chest is coming forwards, lift the elbows, breathe out, strong legs, not locked knees, strong belly, strong back. You might want to put your hands in your lower back if your back is a little bit tender. Breathing in, lifting up. Use that inhale to come back to center and come to stand. Good. Other side, breathing in, lift the arms, lift the chest, lengthen the body. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, turning towards the left, looking down the left leg. Breathe in here, and on the out breath, the right hand comes down to the outside of the left leg. However low down you feel comfortable, and you press against it so that your chest twists and turns towards the ceiling, and you lift up the left arm, the left fingertips up to the ceiling. Breathe. Soften the knees, use the strength in the legs, feel your connection to the ground with your feet. Feel your breath. It's slightly, maybe not slightly, quite a lot restricted here, your breath in this position. But still see, be interested, wow, what's that like? How much space can I have in the body here? One more breath in and bring your hands back down to your feet in the forward bend. This time we'll just release the back by bending the knees, let the body hang. Maybe your arms will be on the ground, but really let the head hang. Breathe in deeply through the nostrils and out through the mouth. So we're in a wide leg ragdoll. Be at ease here. The bent knees will mean your legs have to work, but the upper body is just hanging. Good. So start to feel the energy in the base of the spine, and it's just wanting to lift up. It's wanting to come up to standing. Keep the knees bent, leave the arms hanging, leave the head hanging. Slowly unfurl, slowly uncurl, come up to standing once more. And let's just creep the feet together slowly. Or jump them, however you feel. Give everything a little shake up. Okay, so just standing for a moment. I'm going to just stand and move, again, keeping everything moving, keeping everything active. Feet hips width apart. On the inhale, we're going to lift the arms up, come up onto the toes, and on the exhale, we're coming down. So we're just moving with the breath. Open the hands up. Take the thumbs out to the side, inhaling the hands, the palms of the hands are coming up, 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 up. They're meeting each other above their head. And then you turn the palms and the palms come down on the exhale and the heels come down. So it really is about extending upwards, reaching up, lifting up, really pushing off the toes, turn the palms and they come back down. So we're just making this beautiful circle around the body. This is very much aligned with our theme, this maintaining, protecting, kind of drawing a beautiful circle around our body, from the base of the spine to the top of the head and above the head. So our energy, just drawing this beautiful circle with the fingertips. One more breath in, reach up on the inhale, turn the palms, exhaling, slowly bring those heels down. This is really great for the feet as well, and also the calves and legs in this action. And just for a little a note, this is a great thing to do any time of day. You know, if you're putting the kettle on, if you're doing something, cooking, whatever, chopping vegetables, just, you know, incorporate these small things into your life, bring it into your normal everyday life. Let's come to the back of the mat now. We're going to come into a warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. So let's have the feet in a little V shape. There's space between the heels there. Bring the hands to the center. Breathing in. On the out breath, we take a big step forward with the right foot, really big step. Or if you need more than one step, that's okay too. Now let's get the hips in a good position. So you really want to take that right hip back, left hip forward. They want to be level. So if you're drawing a line from your belly button, it would go directly forwards and not off to the left, as much as possible. Push that left heel down. So breathing in, we're going to lift the arms up. There's going to be space between the hands above the head. Take the arms back a little bit. Drop the shoulders down. That's inhaling. And exhaling, we're going to bend that right knee, drop down, but try not to lean forwards. So keeping the arms back will really help that movement. Dropping down, feeling the base of the spine, feeling the base of the body, the groin going down to the ground. Push into that back heel, that left heel. Take the left hip forward. So it's a strong back leg. Very important with the warrior as always. You can look up as well if you want to, in the space between the hands. That challenges the balance, as you can see there. It's very, the back leg is really key with warriors, you know, because that's our stability, that's our ground. We keep that stable, so this can be very much a bit energy movement here. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, and let's come into our forward bend. Just soften that knee to begin. We don't want to lock that out. Inhaling, you can reach up if you feel okay in your back, or you can take hold of your back or your waist to come into this forward bend, whichever you prefer. Forward bending on the exhale. Bring the hands to the ground, or if you can't reach the ground, then put something on the ground so you can make connection with the ground. Books, blocks, cushions, anything. In this position now, we're thinking about lengthening this leg rather than the temptation is wanted to straighten it, and that's not fun. Instead, we think about lengthening. So that's got 2 points of focus. The big toe is pushing into the ground in one direction. and the right sitting bone or hip is reaching up from the space behind you. Think about that as you slowly bring your body closer and down to the leg, or allow it just to fall down to there. Breath is the key. Breath is the constant inspiration and release for you. Your very close ally. Just bring our mind to it, focus on the breath. Now bend that knee, and we just walk the hands up the leg. It's a nice easy way to come out. Bend into that right knee and spring yourself back to the back of the mat. Shake the legs up a little bit just to reset. And we take the feet back in that little V shape. Put the weight onto the right foot this time. Big step forward with the left. Big step. Don't forget also, I didn't add before, the wideness. If you're feeling not balanced, widen the stance. Right hip forward, left hip back. Push into that right heel. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Let's take the hands together this time, just for a difference. Keep taking those arms back, shoulders down. Inhale, exhaling, bending into that left knee. As that left knee goes forward, try and think about pushing that right heel back. So it's, again, this energy, this movement, this connection between the different parts of the body. All the time as well, have a think about that right hip going forwards and that left hip going back. Keep thinking about that and thinking, how can I make that happen? That right buttock will help you. And also the left buttock will help you because that will pull back that left hip as well. You can look up at the hands above you if you want to, or just keep the head looking directly forwards. Whichever feels better for you. Keep sinking down rather than forwards. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. Breathing in, and we're going to come into the forward bend. So soften that front knee. Take the hands to the back or extend. Inhale, exhaling, coming forward. Strong belly, whichever you're doing. Make contact with the ground or something on the ground. Push the big toe into the ground. Breathe deeply, dig deep. Think about that left hip reaching up and out behind you. And this line of energy, we're extending 2 points away from each other. Still keeping that stable back leg, that right heel down. You can even push against the ground if you feel that's helpful to you. Breathe deeply. The body slowly come down towards the leg. Now we're going to bend that left knee and walk the hands back up the leg. Again, bend that knee a lot so that you can spring yourself back to the back of the mat. Okay. Yeah, a lot of work there. So let's see if we can just release a little bit by coming into a squat. Squatting down. Don't forget, if your heels are off the ground, pad them. Cushions, blankets, blocks, books, anything. So you can be at ease. Let the body hang forwards. Let the head hang forwards. Breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Really release the back of the neck. Maybe even just again, slowly turning the neck from side to side as if you were saying no. Still breathing, just soften everything. Now lift the head up to center. Bring the left hand to the middle or in front of you. Now as you breathe in, lift the right arm up, extend it right up to the sky or the ceiling, and we rotate that right wrist around, watching that hand. So when we look, it helps take our chest towards there and we're in this twist. And it keeps our focus. Remember that focus we need to keep in this, within all the chaos. And we turn that hand the other way and be interested and curious about that wrist and let it come back down to the earth. Breathing in, lift the left hand up, reaching the fingertips to the ceiling, rotate the wrist. Draw a nice big circle. Breathing in and out through the nostrils all the time, looking up, being interested in that hand and that arm, and in the other direction a few times. Enjoying that movement, allowing that joint to get a bit of freedom. Hand comes to the ground. Let's come into ragdoll briefly. Just find a nice easy way to come to standing. So again, knees bent, let the body hang. Breathing in, strong. Out breath through the mouth. You can even sigh there, breathing in. Give it some sound. Now again, feel that sunshine in the base of the spine, and it's warm and light, and it's traveling up for your beautiful center, feeding and strengthening and creating space in the whole of the spinal column until you come to standing. This beautiful face, like a flower, rising and lifting. Good. So, yes, we're going to come into a balance now. And there's different levels you can do this at. So we're going to stand on one leg. You can use furniture or a wall if you need to. And you can either lift the knee, hold it with both hands if you want to, but we will be taking the knee out to the side, so eventually you might need to just use one hand. If you feel confident, you can take hold. So you take the right hand in the inside of that knee, the two first fingers, you hook around the big toe. So if you can manage that, you're already on a good place. And then if you want to, you can extend it. It doesn't have to be, straight yet, but that's an option if you want to go for that movement. If you feel like that's way too much, just hold on to the knee. So I'll show you what we're going to do with just holding on to the knee. The left hand is on the hip to begin. Breathe in. Ungrip those toes. And as you breathe out, you're going to open the knee out to the side. Okay? And you're going to, if you feel really confident in your balance, you can turn your head to look over that left shoulder. That's challenging. I find that difficult. If you want to stay with that, you can bring that back and lower it down if you want to. If you want to do this extension, I'm trying to keep the foot off the ground, then you can take that leg forwards, and the same thing, taking out to the side, and then taking the gaze to the other direction, and the arm out to the other direction. So it's tricky. Good. Or it might not be straight yet, but that's a way to work. And we bring it back to the center, and everybody's just going to hold that knee up and place it down. This is definitely something to practice a little bit, and just shake the legs off. It's quite strong there. Weight onto the right foot. Get a little bit of bounce there just to free that up. Lifting the left knee, you might want to squeeze it first of all. Now if you want to, you're going to take the left hand on the inside for the toes, or you can just hold onto the knee. Okay, with the left hand. Right hand on the hip. I'll show you the toes one. Breathing in and breathing out. Extend as far as you can. It's pushing the foot against the hand and the hand against the foot, and then taking out to the side, however that is, and the right arm goes out to the right. So it's a strong posture. It's something to work up to, looking out that down the right arm. Or you can do that with holding the knee. And you don't have to take the arm out of that. I think it sometimes helps the balance there. So you've got options. Now, whichever you're doing, you're going to bring the knee back to center. So the movement when you're trying to balance is hard. Squeeze the knee up and lower it down. Shift the legs a little bit. I'm going to come into a chair now we've done that balance. So that's one to definitely have a go and try at home a bit more. Chair, yes, strong on the legs. So feet hips width apart. Breathing in, lift the arms up, directly up from the top of the head. And as you breathe out, keep that strong belly, keep the extension between the fingertips and the back of the base of the spine. You're going to sit back. So it's not the knees going forwards, the knees are staying above the ankles as much as possible. You're going to sit back as if there's a comfortable chair. You extend the fingers away, and you keep the back of the neck long and in line with your arms. So you're looking down at the ground there. Make sure the knees are neither splaying out or coming together. They're steady. So your thighs are strong, your abdomen's working, your buttocks are working, lower back is working. Breathe. See if you can just get some energy from the ground. Use the inhale to come up, lower the arms down on the exhale. Good. Whew, it's a strong one. So, yeah, I think we've got time just to do a couple of sun salutes. Now, I'm going to do this at this end, see how we are at this end for a change. So, feet are going to be hips width apart. Okay. Let's take a moment just to settle. Find our feet, soften the knees. Breathe in through nostrils. Out through the mouth. Just notice how you're feeling now. Feel the connection with your feet and the ground. Feel your energy. Notice if you're locking up anywhere, knees, shoulders, lift the chest, back of the neck long. Take a moment for your breath to settle. Breathe in. Breathing out long. Keep softening those knees. It's a habit. They just keep going back into that locked position. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Look up to the ceiling, look up to the hands. Breathing out, bending the knees a little bit. As your hands come down, the chest comes down, the fingertips touch the floor. Breathing in, Looking forwards with the eyes, the chest comes forwards, the hands are on the shins below the knees, and breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up, push up through the feet, look up, and the hands together, lower the arms down on the exhale. All about the movement, allowing this energy to move, all the emotions to move through the body, knees bent, fingertips, breathe out. Straighten the legs, hands just below the knees, arms are straight, chest is coming forward, shoulders are going back, look forward. Breathe out, forward bend, straight legs. Bend the knees a lot now, so you're pushing up with the power in the legs, using the inhale to reach up, and the arms are coming down to the side towards you. I'm just going to turn around so you can see in this direction. Breathing in all the way up, look up, lift the chest, take the chest forward, take the chin forwards, the fingertips come to the ground, look at the ground. Straighten the legs, arms and back, look forwards, chest comes forwards. Breathing out, forward bend with straight legs. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in, push up. Inhale, breathing out. Exhale. One more, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, arms are coming down. Knees are bending, fingertips come to the floor. Breathing in, straighten the legs, arms back, chest is coming forwards. And breathing out, forward bend. Let's just stay here for a breath. Or two. Notice where the weight is in your feet. Is it back in the heels? Probably. Or is it even? Or is it in the toes? Just see if you can spread those feet out. All the time thinking about the chest, the center of the chest, the sternum coming down to the space between the big toes, and the tail, or the base of the spine, lifting up in the opposite direction, up to the sky or the ceiling. Keep that space in the front of the chest. Breathe. Now bend the knees a lot again, breathing in, lifting the arms up. Push up through the legs, breathing out, arms coming down. Good. Okay, let's come down to the ground. We're getting close to the end now. We're going to come into a squat anyway. Why not? Breathing in, lift the arms forward, bring the shoulders back. Knees nice and soft, feet hips width apart. On the out breath, you're sitting back again, slightly different arm position. We're just balancing out the weight going back by taking the arms forwards. See how far down you can go, how slowly you can go, but keep breathing in and out the whole time. Catch yourself with your hands. Ah, we're on the ground, yes. Legs stretched out in front, bounce the knees up and down. Now bend the knees. Just hug the knees. Just round the back, let the face fall onto your knees. Breathe into the nostrils. So, give the back of the neck some release. Have a sense of yourself and holding yourself, this physical body. Yeah. Give yourself a little bit of care. And then we're going to just let the knees fall out to the side. Coming into cobbler. A lot of energy, a lot of emotion around the hips, because this is one of the biggest junctions in the body between the thigh, the back, everything is happening in this area. So it's a good area to keep flexible and open and pay attention to. So the feet are together, they're quite close to the groin or wherever you can get to. And if you can reach your toes comfortably, by that, what's comfortably, is basically not hunched forward. You need to be able to sit up straight. If not, then you can hold onto your ankles. Don't worry about the knees yet. We're just going to straighten up the body by lifting the chest again, shoulders going back. Back of the neck is also long, so rather than lifting the chest and lifting the face, keep that chin tucked in. Feel that feeling of, oh yes, the whole of the back feels like it's getting a bit of a stretch. It's getting some expansion. Shoulders are going back, chest is going forwards. Then we're just going to do this little butterfly movement. So again, moving, just bouncing the knees up and down, maintaining that upright spine, smiling. Keep the thought of the center of the head or the crown lifting up, lifting up. Just bouncing, nothing too vigorous here, just giving a little bit of freedom, these little butterfly wings, up and down there. Good. And then you want to bring them to a stop, a halt. Just see if you can imagine there's weight on those inside of those knees, and the knees are coming down to the ground. In a different direction, so the knees are going down and the chest is going up. Two different points of energy. You'll feel your abdominals will be working if you're really taking those two things in opposite directions. And let's just bring the knees up again. And just let the face fall onto the knees. Hug your knees. Again, breathe. Release the back of the neck. And just slide your legs out nice and wide as you can go without putting any strain there. And again, sometimes it's in this position you need to sit on a cushion or a block. If you feel okay, you can have your toes going up to the ceiling and your legs straight, then just lifting up on the fingers, sitting more comfortably on the sitting bones there. Okay. So as we were doing earlier with the cross leg, we're going to do the same thing but with the outstretched legs. Sometimes this is called stirring the porridge. It's a great one to do in pairs actually, but we don't have pairs at the moment. So you're lifting the chest to begin, breathing in. And as you breathe out, you're going to lean forwards. Again, same as before, and we're going to take this around in a circle. So it's a slightly different feeling here. Hand on the knees, just going around and around. Try and keep that integrity in the spine. It's always long. So you'll feel this in your abdominals the whole time if you're really keeping that spine nice and long. We're not bending, we're just going around. Breathing out as you lean forwards, breathing in as you're coming back. Feel free if you want to continue that humming that we did earlier on. If that feels good to you. Coming back to center. Breathing in, lengthening, lifting the chest, strong belly, breathing out or humming out. All the time thinking about the chest lifting, head is staying on top of the body. So it's almost like the chest is the leading factor here. It's kind of drawing a circle, it's moving. The rest of the body is following. The head's just sitting on top of it, and the chest is sitting on top of the base of the spine. Good. Take the hands forward. Let's see if we can come into a wide leg forward bend. Your fingertips might just touch the floor and that's it, you're done. That's fine. Just stay with it. Let's have a little investigation. Where is my edge? Where's the edge of my comfort zone? And that's what this is. Finding the edge of your comfort zone, wherever that is. Like, oh, body says, a little bit uncomfortable. See then if you can sustain that using all the tools you have. Try to keep the toes going up towards the ceiling. And the tools are just breathing, trying to relax the body rather than going into this kind of pushing and forcing. If you're finding you're going into that, step back, step back. Breathe in deeply, breathe out long, let go of the breath, release, soften on the out breath, make it longer. Good. Take it easy. Feel the ground with your hands. Walk the hands back. Now just lift the knees up. Bring them back. Hug the knees once more. Let's see if we can come into this little cosmic egg. It's so sweet. So with this one, you're going to open the chest and the shoulders come back. So you're not sitting back onto the back of the pelvis there, onto the sacrum. We're coming up onto the sit bones and we're just bringing the toes to the ground or lifting the toes off the ground. So we're making this lovely cosmic egg, holding the thighs close to your body as you can, opening the chest, shoulders back, neck is nice and long. What does that mean, neck long? It doesn't mean that you're opening the throat, it means you're creating length in the back of the neck, actually. So the chin is slightly tucked in. It's not tucked in so it's touching the chest, it's just tucked in. When you tuck the chin in, you feel, oh, I can create lots of length in the back of the neck. Good. And then we just come out of that. Just for fun, you can put as we did earlier, but only with one leg, take the hands in between the knees and take these first two fingers and hook around the toes, the big toes. So you might want to play around with this. You might want to see how that is. See if I can stretch the legs. Some of you, if you feel confident, really sit forward. So don't let yourself sit back, bend your back, keep your back upright. So it requires strong abdominals. Then you might want to try one straight leg or straightish leg. You might want to try the other straightish leg. Then you might want to try both. Let's see how that goes. Open the chest, so the shoulders and the chest are wide. Good. It's a fun one to practice. Fun one. The kids love practicing that one as well. It's a fun one to do. So we're just going to take the hands behind the knees now. I'm going to rock on the spine. So let's see if we dare to rock back on the spine. Yeah, always turning. So just enjoy giving your spine a little bit of tension just by rocking it back and forth. If it doesn't feel good to rock right up, you can just rock a little bit. You can lie back and just rock lengthways, or if you prefer, you can always rock side to side. Okay. Yes. So just take a moment just lying there just to feel the ground again beneath your body. You can straighten the legs out, let lie in Shavasana for a second. We're not quite ready to come into our relaxation because we're going to practice a breathing practice, pranayama. Let the arms fall out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. Chin is slightly tucked in. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Everything go. Just see how you feel now. Notice where the energy is in your body. How do you notice where the energy is? Really sometimes close the eyes and just focus and feel where is that tingling, where is the agitation, where is it numb, where is it pain, where is it blocked. Just noticing all the different areas. How are my toes? What's happening in my knees? What's happening in my hips, my belly, lower back, chest, shoulders, jaw, head, eyes, ears. Well, really be interested and curious. Every single part of the body. And feel the ground beneath you supporting you. Breathing nice and easily. So we're going to come into a breathing practice. So you might want to just hug your knees and rock up. We will come back down into a relaxation in a moment. But for now, we're going to just sit. We need to sit back there again. We're going to practice Bastrika, talking about moving energy. And I think sometimes, we want to move energy, we want to kind of allow things to be processed. Or what better element to process things than fire? And this is often called breath of fire, Bastrika, or bellows breath. And it's also great for creating a bit of tone in the abdominals, and just processing some stuck energy as well, and also get on a more subtle level the Kundalini energy, the prana in the body, firing that up. Okay. So we sit cross-legged. Make sure you sit on a cushion if you need to. I'm going to place the hands on the belly here just to see where the breath is going. So we usually do practice belly breath anyway in our practice, or full yoga breath. So just first of all, we're going to make that a bit stronger. So we breathe in and really almost push the belly out on that in breath. And as you breathe out, it's almost like press the belly button back. So we're just going to do it a little bit faster. So normally we do very slow belly breath. This is more stronger, and we will speed it up in a moment. So inhale, like a bellows. You're filling a bellows to squeeze the fire, and then breathing out. It's almost like breathing in for 1 second, breathing out for 1 second, breathing in for 1 second, out. You need to relax that belly, just taking it back, really squeezing everything out, and then really opening it up. It's almost like pushing the house. So just start working with that. Keep going. You might find it gets easier as you speed it up. So you might want to just speed it up, double that speed. You're just keeping the hands there just to keep your awareness on there. Keep the shoulders down, keep the head lifted up, keep the chest lifted. Everything else is relaxed. And also try and keep it even, the in and out breath, otherwise you'll get very lightheaded. If that happens, just relax and come back to normal breathing. So we're going to speed that up a little bit. Mouth and jaw relaxed. So that might be a good speed for you. If you're used to this, or if you want to, you feel like you can do it a bit faster, stay with that what you're doing at the moment, and then have a rest every now and again. And if you want to go a bit faster, then you can go as fast as this, going. Maybe you want to breathe in at the beginning. So you can see my belly is moving quite strongly. This is really actually toning that, as well as being the engine that's motivating that breath. So you might want to have a little break. Just take a breath in and a breath out. Let's just try that one more time, one more round. Any speed that you feel is okay for you. But faster is probably easier. Or maybe do about 10 breaths, 10 or 15. Breathing in. And then to let the breath come in on the next inhale. And softening. Just let the breath be nice and easy for a moment before you lie down. Notice how you feel. Good breath for activating energetic digestive fire, energetic fire, and also for getting everything, internal heat as well, which is obviously helpful for digestive fire. So lie your body back now. We're going to come into a short relaxation. However you want to be. You want to lie your legs up the wall or up on some furniture. If you want to lie flat out on your back in Shavasana, which is probably the best way. Close your eyes, lie on your back, put some space between your feet, arms away from the body, palms facing the ceiling. Close your eyes, breathe in through your nostrils, and sigh out through the mouth. We need to do some more of those deep exhales out through the mouth. Please feel free to do that as you wish, to release and ground the body down. We'll just have a short relaxation, letting go of that breath now, but feeling the sensations or the shifting or what's happened, the response in the body and the mind and the breath after your practice, after pranayama. And just be at ease. Allow the body to settle and relax. Let the body go. Keep your attention on your body, on the ground beneath your body, on softening and resting and relaxing. Every out breath, you're softening and sinking a little deeper. Breath is softening, breath and body are softening. I invite you in this relaxed space to bring, maybe there's an image or a place in mind that you feel very safe, relaxing, and familiar space. It could be an imaginary space. It could be a space you know really well, an actual place. Anywhere in the whole universe. Really visualize that place. It could be out in nature, it could be in your house, it could be in your childhood home, wherever it ever feels really safe and warm and secure. Just imagine that and feel yourself in that space now. All the feelings and all the support that the space gives you. All the smells and sensations, and how it makes your body feel. Allow the feelings to expand. So that this internal, safe, protective, nurturing space gets bigger and bigger. So we come to the end of our practice. Notice how you feel now. And just give yourself time to transition from this inner space to the outside space, to letting your mind start to become more external. Feeling the breath, deepening the breath, feeling the body, maybe moving your hands and feet, arms and leg, giving yourself some stretches, breathing deeply, enjoying the ground beneath you, moving the body. And maybe hugging the knees or giving yourself a full stretch, whatever feels good to you, to bring yourself back to the moment. And coming back to seated, slowly rubbing the body, arms and legs, face, everything. Feeling a sense of gratitude for this body, for this breath, for this life as it is right now. Rub the palms together, create heat and energy between the palms of the hands. Take that fire, that inner fire, and place it over the heart center. Close the eyes and bring to mind your sankalpa, or your affirmation or loving thought or prayer for yourself. A positively framed sentence which might start with something like I am, I can, I will. And say that to yourself, take it deep into your heart and feel that that is supported in this moment by your energy, by your attention, by the heat and the touch of your hands to your heart, and by all of us practicing here together in this moment. And smile. Allow that feeling to expand. Thank you.